And we are we're black.
We're back and we're BSing.
Back and BSing. Back and BSing. Before we begin the show, make sure you guys do check in the description below. We do have a new partnership with this new VPN called Privado. It is in the description. It's a pretty good one. Why do you need to get protected anyway, Next Level? Why do you need to get protected?
I mean, you should always be protected. No matter what you do.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
You won't run kids running all over the place.
Like we've done countless videos about like net neutrality and, geo blocking, and it doesn't matter what website you go on, you're going to run into some kind of geo blocking. There's even some YouTube videos that you'll go to and it's like, you can't view this in your country. Well, if I want to view it, I want to view it. And that's just how it goes. So, I mean, check them out. Pretty good deals they got going on right now. So, yeah.
Pretty good deals for sure. Now, I wanted to share this real quick. I was talking to Next Level right now about me moving all my stuff over from, all my cameras. I'm trying to move everything from, actually, I don't even know why I didn't check this camera, how many gigabytes it has. But for everybody that's watching for everybody that's listening, this is a video from when I went out to Yosemite a while back ago. And this is Bella. She was probably about 40 some pounds here right now, but it's like a really short clip, it's like 2 seconds long. Right there, she's just kind of eating her like a treat. So she's just chilling. And now she's just waiting right here, like, because all her treats are over here. So she's just kind of watching us. But she weighs right now about 61, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So she's getting to be a big girl. She's definitely getting to be a big girl. But I'm checking all my SD cards, and all my cameras and stuff here. So I'm trying to get everything out, and I just saw this one. I'm just like, hey, what is she doing right there? But yeah, cool. So yeah, check the description, leave us a comment. Let's start rolling. rolling. So this week's episode, Weekly Tech News, we're talking about games. And some people don't like to play them games, but we're gonna talk about anyway. Okay. So I asked Next Level earlier, and I'm just like, man, I just need to shut my mouth and just wait till we hit record. So that way we can actually talk about this thing. But I'm still signed up to nowinstock.com for PlayStation stuff. There's so many people that are still asking about it, and they're still saying like, hey, I can't get my hands on one. For me, that like mind boggles me. I'm like, how can you not get your hands on one?
And that's exactly what I was saying. You're like, what about Xboxes? And I was like, dude, I have two. I have one here and I have one at my girlfriend's, and like I have no issues. I don't know, no issues getting them.
How did you get them? Did you just walk into Best Buy and you're like, oh, I'm here to get a PlayStation?
No, I mean,
or Xbox, I should say, in your case.
You have to pay attention to the alerts. You have to, right? Yes, maybe I'm online more than the average Joe. And I'm able to dive right into it, get into a queue. The first one I got from, I think, Walmart, and the second I got from Best Buy, something like that. But either way, like they're always dropping them. Sometimes they're dropping them at random times, like midnight. Well, if they drop them, just try to get one. Some stores back in the day, when they first came out, were letting you sign up for pre-orders. And I got a call for a pre-order asking if I wanted to buy one because my name was on the list. But at the time, I already got my second one. So check out your local stores, man.
You know, it's crazy that, we're talking about this because I'm just like, I was also looking for them. Um, obviously, I got my PlayStation way before, like it was already on my thing, and I was just waiting for it to go live. And when everybody started to receive their PlayStation, mine turned on. I'm like, yes. Um, I had it sitting here for, I think, what was it, like a week or two?
Yeah.
Before lunch. And dude, after lunch, I want to say I got my hands on maybe like 4 or 5 PlayStations after that. And I think
Really?
it's yeah, and it's kind of like what you're saying. Yeah, like, yeah, maybe we're online more than the average bear, but
Hey, boo-boo.
hey, boo boo. But it's kind of like you have to have your notifications turned on. I know it's hard because people work, but if you want it that bad, like some of these drops are happening at 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm just like, wait a minute. If it's 4 a.m. over here, I know that's 1 a.m. in the East Coast. There's no excuses. Like, okay, yeah, I get it. You're sleeping, but you could set up notifications. Actually, you know what? You could do a do not disturb on your phone, and you could actually exempt certain things.
Right.
I would just leave that exempt so that way you can get yourself a PlayStation. Now, my best friend that lives in Atlanta, it's funny, we were just talking about him earlier because I was showing Next Level my road trip that I was taking, some videos here, and I was on the phone while I was driving through Moab, Utah, like where all the big boulders are at. You know those postcards you see all the big pictures with the rocks, and they're like on tilts and stuff, like, yeah. So I was on the phone with him, and I was showing Next Level the videos. So he wanted, big shout out to Juan. He's out there in Atlanta. He wanted a PlayStation. So I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'll hook you up, man. Like, don't worry about it. Like, let me see if I could get one for you, dude. Not even like 2 days, like, bing, it popped up, And what I did too was I sent him the link first, and he's just like, damn, dude, I couldn't get it. And I'm just like, dude, you're working from home. How did you not get it? And he's just like, I just lost track of time. Like I clicked on it, and then I was waiting for the yellow to turn, or the gray to turn yellow, at Best Buy. So I'm just like, and what's crazy was that exact same day, maybe a few hours later, Best Buy drops another load. Another one. And dude, like that, picked it up. I know Digital Slang was like, hey, I'll pick up that PlayStation from you. And I was like, okay, cool. And then he fell through. He didn't follow through. So, but it worked out because another dude was I actually told him like, hey, I have one, but I'm going to hook somebody else up. And then when Digital Slang didn't follow through, then I hit him back up and I said, hey, dude, I got the PS5. And he was just like, hey, I'm coming over right now. I was like, cool. But I did that to a couple people though.
Sometimes, if just the way it goes right now, if you're not quick on the draw, if you're not able to be quick on the draw, hit up one of your peoples, like a kid, a family friend, somebody. Give them I don't know, a cheeseburger combo or something if they secure the deal for you. I don't know. But it does take a little bit of time to put aside to get one of these, and you never know when that time is going to be. So if you get that notification, you're going to be able to jump on it.
Yeah. And I've been able, it's funny because my other best friend that lives out here in LA, and actually it's funny because he's actually thinking about moving out to Atlanta. I'm like, dude, what the hell is up with all you guys? What, like we're friends and now you guys want to leave? Like what the hell? He wants to go to Atlanta too, but this guy, he's been in our chats a couple times. Carson, got him a PlayStation, and he was asking me about getting hooking up his friend with one. And it's kind of like the same thing. Like you just have to have your notifications on. You got to have all your stuff ready to go because they're getting easier and easier to get. It's funny because like I haven't been on Twitter quite often. I get all the notifications from our chats and stuff like that, but I'm trying to catch up with so much crap, man. As you know, the World of Rojas channel, I got all those videos there. I just haven't posted them yet, So as long as you're signed up to this stuff, it's not hard to get. Xbox right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this right now. I'm gonna pull up. Can you get Xbox on Amazon, or has it been available on Amazon?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried Amazon.
Xbox Series X, right? Is that the new one?
Yep.
Dude, it says get it by Wednesday. In less than a week.
You know, I was going to show you this.
Holy crap, dude. Okay, is this okay? Here, okay, dude. I'm lost for words right now. Is this legal? Is that legal? This isn't eBay.
It's a marketplace seller. So Rojas has pulled up Amazon.com with a marketplace seller of an Xbox Series X for $1,400 USD.
Dude, I don't know if this is legal. Like, I know it's a seller's market, but I know with dude, this should be illegal. Yeah, I 100. If this is on Amazon, so $1,400 for the Xbox, and it looks like one remote and maybe some HDMI cables. Might be a stock picture, but dude,
it comes with that stuff.
Okay, so this is Amazon. Amazon should not allow this. Amazon should not allow this because when you go to Amazon, you're expecting from Amazon when you're going there, you're buying direct. You're not buying from resellers. This isn't eBay where I could make a bid and auction or I could buy it now. This isn't eBay. But dude, this is not cool. If Amazon is allowing, that's got to be the title for this week. What Amazon is doing is illegal.
Buy your $1,400 Xbox Series X now.
Yeah.
Or not.
Or not. Dude, this is stupid. I cannot. Yeah, man.
I get it. Gonna pay for it. They want it really bad. So,
dude, I could go, you know what? I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to go to OfferUp. And if you guys don't know this app called OfferUp, it's just, do you guys have that in Canada? OfferUp?
It sounds familiar.
OfferUp is just like an eBay place. It's like, imagine it's a digital garage sale. You literally just like, you list all your stuff, like whatever you want to sell, and then people click on it and make a bid. Like, here's these shoes, Nikes, $10. You know, the thing is that typically you have to meet people. Here's a Bluetooth speaker, a big Bluetooth speaker, $100. But that's kind of what I'm saying. Here's some weight stuff. Oh no, what is this? This isn't weights. Oh, these are shocks. $50 for axles, dude. But you know what I'm saying? Like, see, here's a tent thing, a giant gazebo thing for $250. But it's kind of like a garage sale. You list all your shit right there on your driveway. People drive by, they look at it. They're probably going to miss something that's really nice, or some kind of gem. You know, one man's trash is another man's treasure type of thing, you know? But, oh, dude, this infuriates me, man. Like, Xbox Series X. Look, I'm going on OfferUp, Xbox Series X. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of them here. A lot of Xbox stuff. So I'm just going to click on one. Look. New sealed for $750.
That's still expensive.
How much is a Series X?
It's like not even 700 Canadian.
Isn't it like 400 USD?
Something like that. 400 or 500 USD. I don't know.
Okay, so that actually this is the good freaking segue right here. What would you pay let's just say the Series X has been impossible to find, and you got Next Level Junior that's been doing the dishes, washing the cars, doing all his homework, and being really, 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 really extra good for about 3 months straight. He cooks for you, massages your feet, like everything, dude. He wants, and you don't have the Xbox, and you're just like, I'm gonna get him this Xbox. What is your top price point if you're gonna overpay? $100 extra, $200 extra?
I don't know, man. It depends on how bad I want it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not for you, it's for your kid. And he really wants it, and he's doing everything right.
Man.
I'm telling you, he's cooking for you, he's massaging your feet, he's washing the car. Like, you wake up and there's freaking breakfast made. And I'm not talking about like just a few times. I'm talking about like he's hooking you up for like several months because he knows Christmas is coming. What happens after Christmas? That, you know, he's probably gonna stop, but but what I'm saying is he's doing really, really good, and you're just like, okay, I'm gonna hook him up. I'm gonna get him something good. How much do you pay extra? You know, or okay, here's another question on that's similar. If you buy an Xbox and you know a friend of yours wants to buy it, or maybe an acquaintance or whatever, how much are you going to upsell it?
Well, typically I don't really upsell. If I was going to, I'd probably do something like 10 to 15%. And the most that I would probably pay if I was looking to buy one would be like maybe 25%. They go for, so just to put into context, they go for about 500 US. So at 50% profit, $750. That's what 50% profit looks like. To me, that's gouging somebody.
If it's $500 and they're charging $750, I'm actually okay with that price. And actually, if you want to be 100% real on this thing, I probably, if it was under $800, I'd probably still get it as long as it's under $800. And the only reason is because if I'm having a hard time to find it, like, how much time am I spending to get it? You know what I mean? And like, you know, we always talk about time is money. So we will we will be wasting a lot of time trying to get it. I would rather pay somebody like an extra like $200, maybe $250, an extra $250. That way I get it brand spanking new, like unopened, sealed still on, brand new. Cool. Like, yeah, you know what? I'll pay you an extra $200 or an extra $250. And that's if I really want it. With me selling it, I typically charge an extra $100, $150. Depends. If they come to me, about $100, $150. If I have to ship it to you, about $200, $250. Depends where I'm shipping it from or shipping it to. Because I'm gonna get insurance on it. I'm gonna get all that stuff. So if I got to ship it, yeah, be prepared to pay. You know. But that's the thing. That's because I've had several people tell me like, dude, I want to get this PlayStation. Can you help me out? I'm like, look, this is how much I'm going to charge you. PlayStation's $500. I'm going to charge you $800 if I got to ship it to anywhere in the East Coast, anywhere in the Midwest, anywhere in the South. You know what I mean? Have you checked OfferUp? Because it's probably you're probably like, if I'm going to charge you $800 for me to ship it and put insurance on it and all that stuff, I'm only going to make about $100 and some bucks profit for my time. You know, if people check OfferUp or whatever apps is out there available in your country, because I'm sure there's something similar to OfferUp all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, look it up. It might be like $500, and then you're looking at it's like $700. I'm over here selling it for $800. Save yourself $100 doing that, and you never know. They might even say like, "Hey, here's 2 controllers, not just one," or "Here's a game, an extra game," or "This is here's the Miles Morales edition, Spider-Man." I don't know. you know. But I think by Amazon allowing this to happen, that people are able to purchase an Xbox, they need to put like a cap on it. They need to say like, hey, if you're purchasing, I don't know, I would say, dude, $1,400 on a $500 device. I would have to say like maybe like, shit, dude, I don't even know, because I know Amazon's trying to be fair. How would you cap that? Like, you know what I mean?
If you cap it, it's not really a free market. I mean, you're not forcing people to buy it.
You know what they need to do actually? And you know what? Like I want to pull this up real quick one more time. So for everybody that's out there watching this, this is what they need to do. If this is the price, $13.99, they need to put it right next to it. Usually $500. You know how they normally say save negative. They need to put something like plus 700, plus 800, plus they need, and they need to put it bright red. So it's like, you know what you're buying and you know how much you are up paying. Because this is wrong. What they're doing, like like I told you, I just went on it. I'm just like, hey, you could get your Xbox on this thing. And you know what, to make matters even worse? Like I just put Xbox Series X, look, $13.99, $14.99, and these are sponsored too. You're seeing this ad based on the product's relevance to your search query. So if I put Xbox, boom, sponsored. But look, $11.29. Here's a little bit better, and it looks like do you get two controllers? Oh no, you get a skin. $846 for a remote. Dude, that's more than the console. Are you kidding me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. To me, when I see this, Xbox Series S white console, $385. Is that normal?
What's that?
The Series S, not the X, the S.
How much?
This one's $368.
Yeah, that's regular.
Regular? Okay, so there you go. If you wanted the Series S, but see, I wish brand fresh mint. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is fresh mint? I'm not buying. No, I'm not going to buy.
Let me double check on the price on that one. $345. So they're only marking it up by $20.
And look, product used. And this says, do not get this. MSRP for a Series S is $299. US. So it looks like they're selling used ones here. It's up price by almost $100, and it is a used product. How does that make you feel?
You got to read. You got to make sure you know what you're buying. Like, see that person right there that was trying to sell a controller for $800? They're hoping that somebody's going to click on it thinking they're buying a console because of the price, and they're only going to get a remote control. So there are some reliable sellers. Like we're telling you guys, keep an eye for the reliable sellers, as well as Sony is allowing people to register directly on the PlayStation website to get a console for the holidays. So it says this coming holiday season, we have a limited amount of PS5 consoles available for customers in the US to purchase direct from PlayStation. If you're interested in receiving the invitation, register below and you'd have to click sign in. But this is on the PlayStation.com website. So you can actually register to get the availability to order directly from PlayStation and not have to fight with some of these scumbags on the internet.
That's awesome. I'm glad that they're doing that, because I know there's still scalpers out there, and they're still trying to purchase like hundreds of these things to make a profit, to make a couple bucks. But what I'm glad what PlayStation's doing, because eventually everybody who's going to really want a PlayStation already has it. People who are not really wanting it, but they do want one, will eventually get it. They're not in a hurry to get it. And then all these people that bought hundreds of these things are going to be SOL. So the one, you know what? It's funny that, we just talked about Amazon Luna, because I was saying like, oh, I want to get a console that I could take on the go and stuff like that. And I was even thinking about setting it up in the garage. I might be picking up a digital one.
The digital PlayStation?
Yeah. Because if I want to play the digital one in the garage, like I'm really thinking about setting up the garage like a full, like I have my workbench, I got my gym, cars parked in there, I got my projector. I really want, like, thinking about setting it up where I could play in there if I want. That way I'm not making all the noise inside the house,
Yeah.
So, and it's cool because that thing you could, it's smaller, lighter, you could travel with it, take it wherever you want. So I don't know, debating about it. So I did want to bring up some PlayStation games that I've been able to play. Kena?
Hmm?
Kena? I think it's called Kena.
What are you saying right now?
Kena Bridge of Spirits. This game. Oh, and guess who it's from? Epic. I'm gonna pause that. Deluxe edition. They have a deluxe edition. So this is Kena, and here's a little bit. Well, I guess here's some videos on it, but I'm trying to see if I could fast forward it. Dude, this game, I started playing it. Really, really good game. And sorry if my thing's all buffering and glitching. I'm transferring videos and all kinds of stuff over, so my computer's acting all weird. But dude, dang, yeah, it's totally glitching out on me. But here's some pictures. But yeah, so I've been playing this one, Kena Bridge of Spirits, and it just came out literally like a few weeks ago. This game is pretty cool. I don't know what this deluxe edition is all about. I'll probably read into it, but I'm probably not going to get it. I already beat the damn game. 9 out of 10. Game Informer, GameSpot, 9 out of 10. IGN, 8 out of 10. Dude, this game is killer. It's pretty much an adventure game. There's some puzzles that you have to do with it, and I'm trying to think. There's some puzzles. There's adventure. You have to unlock certain areas. You do have to kill some monsters, some tree monsters that are there. There's these little black little furry things that it's called rot, and they kind of help you, and they're like your spirit guides and stuff. It's pretty addicting. Actually, I was very disappointed at the end when I was going to beat the bad guy. I guess it was like the main one. They're just like, oh, go after him here. So I'm going over there, and it was like, it wasn't easy. Like, that battle was hard, and I'm like, cool. I'm like, dang. I'm like, these battles are getting harder and harder. And then I actually, I killed them. I'm like, yes. And then it was like, oh, meditate right here and get this thing. And then it was like a whole cutscene and everything. Yeah. And then the game was over. I was like, what? I was like, no. I'm like, one more bad guy, please.
Yeah.
But it was a great game. I don't think this is available on Xbox, because if it was, I would definitely recommend it on Xbox. I think this is a PlayStation exclusive. But it's funny because this is from Epic Games. Yeah. And you know who else does what Epic does, right?
They do Apple. In the court battles.
Huh? They're Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah. They do Fortnite. So they have several good games. They have several good games. I'm interested in that Biomutant game. It looks pretty interesting. I'm just going through their website here. But they have several games that are really good. They got some free games here too. So
talking about games, if that one's not for Xbox, this one sure is. So it says Halo Infinite multiplayer feels like an exciting return to form. So if anybody's been holding their breath for a new Halo, this has been getting some praises recently. This is Halo Infinite arrives on December 8th, 2021, after over a year of delay, but the game seems truly worth the wait. Infinite was supposed to launch alongside the Xbox Series X in November 2020, but got pushed back after underwhelming initial reveal that made the game into a meme. So apparently a meme delayed the game. That's stupid. It appears that Microsoft may have turned things around big time. The Halo Infinite multiplayer preview has gotten rave reviews, and we've enjoyed it so much. We can't wait to play more. So the writer of this article has played it, and they're excited to play more of it. So if you guys are Halo lovers, then there is a Halo coming to a console near you.
Nice. It's Halo Infinite because he jumped and never came back down.
Oh, is that what happened?
That's what happened.
Shit. That was the meme, wasn't it?
It's like, there he goes. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, man. Okay, so the other game I wanted to talk about too, you've heard of Final Fantasy.
Yes.
And the greatest Final Fantasy game of all time, arguably. And a lot of people would say the greatest one is number 7.
Okay.
This is the one that I was telling you that it was 4 discs on PS1. Yeah. It was like, dude. And then the way, remember those old Pokemon games on the Game Boy, or like you see like Ash, it's almost like your God view, like you're looking down on top of their heads.
Yeah.
So that's how Final Fantasy 7 was. You see them on top and they're, you're moving them around and stuff. So they made a Final Fantasy 7 remake on the PlayStation 4, and they had oh man, I loved it that these guys had a patch for the 5. I want to see if I could pull this up so that way people can understand exactly what we're talking about. But Final Fantasy 7 PS1. You guys have to like appreciate. I'm gonna mute that. You guys have to appreciate how far gaming has come. It literally went from like you had to read. Oh, here, check it out, dude. You had to read like the text. This is PlayStation 1. And I'll go ahead and fast forward a little bit, but this is how it used to look. And this is how some of the videos were, like the cutscenes. This is a cutscene, and there's the gameplay right there. Cutscene. I know it's a lot of cutscenes, but yeah, it's okay. So I don't know if you see the words right there. So you had to pretty much read everything, and it was like, and then you had to read what it said, So here, let me go ahead and hide my screen here. I'm going to pull up the next one. Okay, so here is, I'm going to pull up Final Fantasy VII Remake. So that way you guys could see the difference on what I'm talking about. This is the brand new one. So, of course, we're talking about PlayStation 1 came out back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And you could see like massive difference of how the game is. Oh, let me mute that guy. And you could actually control like all the moves. It's not like choose this to do that, choose this to do that. Now you're actually like moving them around and doing stuff, which is cool. The other thing is when you're actually talking to people, it doesn't go where you got to read it. Now it actually talks back to you. So that's pretty, pretty neat. But just loads. It's just, dude, so much different. So, okay. So here's the thing. Final Fantasy VII, 4 discs. You had Cloud, which was your main character, goes through the city and meets Tifa, Barrett. Those are like the 3 starter characters. Cloud is the main character throughout the whole thing, but you meet other characters along the way.
Right.
Yuffie is another character that you meet somewhere else down the line, and then she joins your group, and then you guys take off and do your stuff. This remake, part 1, they expanded the story a little bit and how you could explore certain things a little bit. So they made it more in depth, which is cool. And as soon as I played it and I was done with part 1, part 2, I think comes out, I think in another like month or 2, or maybe early next year. I don't know. So this Yuffie character that I don't meet until later, they actually made a thing called intermission, and where you left off from part 1 of this new remake game, like Cloud beats the guy, and then now he's at the gate to leave where he's at to go somewhere else, and this is like where disc 2 comes in. This Yuffie intermission is what Yuffie is currently doing before she meets up with you. So they made a whole freaking story about it, a whole different game about it. They're expanding this so much, so the story goes way deeper, and you're more lost in this whole gaming universe. I started playing that last night, dude. I only played like maybe like 30 minutes of it, dude. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was really, really good. But I don't think Final Fantasy is that on Xbox.
I'm not sure. I was never really a big Final Fantasy guy, so Final Fantasy X.
I thought some Final Fantasy games were on Xbox, and then some weren't.
Yeah, they're on Xbox.
Okay, so anybody out there that wants to try it out,
what
Final
number
Fantasy
is this one?
7.
So that would be a V and 2 I's, right?
Yeah. Or it'll be FF7 remake.
Yeah, it's on Xbox.
Okay, so anybody out there that wants to check this game out, this was like one of the biggest games that came out back in its time. There's a very small handful of games that people still talk about, and it doesn't matter if it's Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, cell phone, doesn't matter what console, or doesn't matter. This one is like one of like top 5 of all time of any console, of anything for gaming. This is one that you guys should probably check out. If you haven't yet, check it out. And if you're a parent and you're just like, oh, maybe I'll get it for my kid because my kid likes those types of games. It does have a filter that you could filter out bad words, and there is a filter that you could turn bad words on. I want to say that it's off when you're setting it up initially. So
I'm going to use that as a transition. So speaking about filtering, I want to show you this. Do you like Madden, NFL, the games?
Yeah, I used to.
All right, so check this out. I don't know if you've seen this yet. So EA is removing ex-Raiders coach John Gruden from Madden after an email scandal.
Yeah.
It says that he used bad words to basically every kind of group that you can think of.
And okay, scroll up to the top to the title of this. So EA Games, EA Sports, they do just about every single sporting out there. Everything sport. So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna read this. EA is removing ex-Raiders coach John Gruden from the Madden game. And you know what? Because of that, I will no longer purchase EA Sports games, period.
Well then.
I will no longer play anything.
Read that one there. Can you see that?
He will be replaced with a generic likeness. Here's a generic likeness if you don't like it.
He's getting a clone, bro.
Let me send them an email with my middle finger. Here you go.
Okay, but did he say these things?
Okay. Let's be real with this. Behind closed doors, you're telling me that you've never said anything that could probably be in some of those things.
Oh, dude, you catch me on gameplay? I'm saying all kinds of shit.
Exactly. What happened to what is it? It's in the Bible too. It says the person who hasn't sinned, throw the first stone. Or the person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
you know,
dude,
your house is made of glass.
Yeah, dude, everybody has fucking said something. This actually pisses me off like a lot. I was really mad that Gruden left. And he said, you know what? I'm resigning because I don't want the attention to be on me because of some of the stuff that I said. But oh man, this will be such a good. Actually, you know what? This could be a really good topic for the live show because I really want to know. Oh, yeah. You know what? We're going to do some switcheroos. I want to talk about this since this is a hot topic, and we're going to do it on the live show. But Here's the thing. Some of the stuff that he said behind people's backs, you're telling me that there is that all of a sudden they're like, this is like new. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that behind somebody's back. Really? The NFL, the commissioner, and all those fuckheads are saying that they've never said anything negative behind anyone's back. And for those reasons, I will never purchase any EA games whatsoever until they bring them back. Fuck those guys. I'm not going to support them. Not going to purchase anything that they have. Sorry. You cannot be made out of glass where somebody sneezes and you're like, oh, COVID, excuse me.
Well then.
You're getting my blood boiled.
It says Gruden's emails were included among 650,000 that were reviewed as part of an NFL investigation into workplace misconduct at Washington football team.
Yeah, the Redskins. We can't even say the Washington Redskins. They had to change the name from Washington Redskins to the Washington football team.
That's racist.
Yeah. They had to take the little Redskins Indian guy out of their logo and they put a giant W for whatever.
For whatever.
Dude, it's so stupid. This whole cancel culture, oh my gosh, like when they're trying to get, here's a good one. So I was playing Miles Morales.
Yeah.
And he is, so I know for sure he's half black and half Puerto Rican or Costa Rican. I don't know. He's Hispanic. He's got Spanish in him though. And they were trying to play the race card on that game. They had a thing. They had a Black Lives Matter thing on there, like a graffiti thing on the wall. And I'm just like, I was looking, I'm just like, dude, why? Like, now you're trying to teach kids. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, a kid doesn't know any better. If you stick a white kid and a black kid inside of a room, they're going to play with each other. They're not going to start calling each other racist names.
Well, I mean, I was called chocolate growing up because of the color of my skin, but they don't know that it's racist.
Right. Dude, they like me. over the summer when I was a kid, they're like, damn, dude, you got burnt. I get dark as hell when it's summertime. Lately, I have been trying to get out. I've been indoors this whole time, but dude, I get pretty dark. And when I was a kid, I used to be outdoors all the time. But dude, when you're kids, they learn that from parents. They learn that from what you put them in front of the TV. They learn that from that. They don't just learn that for no reason. It just doesn't come up and say, "Hey, you're gay." They have to hear that from somewhere.
Right. And sometimes it makes me wonder if they drop little, I'm going to say quote unquote Easter eggs like that in these games, because it riles up the media. It makes people like us, people in the media, talk about it. And sometimes the more people talking about your shit, good or bad, is good for marketing. That's what they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
As soon as I saw that with the Miles Morales game, like I saw it, I stopped and I'm like, wait, did I just see? And I moved my character over and I'm just like, really? Like, seriously? I'm like, dude, I'm playing a game to escape the world. And now you're gonna take Gruden off of the freaking game because he said a couple things.
There's no escaping. The world will find you.
It's no kidding. Oh man. I definitely think we should talk about certain things because I think it's this is such a hot topic and this is such a big thing that I'm telling you, it gets under my skin. Oh man. Okay.
Moving on now.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay. All right.
Let's leave it at that. So we are about looks like almost 50 minutes in. Yes, if you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel, check it out. We do our live shows on Thursdays. That way you guys could come out there and watch us, and we get more I guess we get more with the chat. As people come in, they're chatting their comments, we react more towards the chat. So if you guys want to be part of that, make sure you guys do come every Thursday. Subscribe to the channel. Just search Beyond the Streams. You'll find us. Anything next level you got to say before we get the hell out of here?
You know what I say, man. Thank you guys for your support, for just coming out, checking out our stuff. If you are looking to help support us, make sure you leave us those thumbs up, those likes, those subscribes. If you are listening to us on the audio side, make sure you're leaving us those reviews because the reviews help us a great deal. It helps other people like yourself find the content that you enjoy as well.
For sure. And yeah, with all that being said, make sure you guys do stay tuned to the next one because you never know who's going to be here. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.